There's a bug in the room because it's 50,000 degrees. Da da da! Hello Fronds, and welcome to This Orange Life, and this week I wanted to share with you some of my current favourites. So a little bit of a different video. I thought I would do games as well as other stuff in my life because, well, I do play a lot of games, but I do have other hobbies and interests, I promise you, sometimes. I don't know if this will be like a monthly segment or a bi-monthly segment or just whenever I accumulate enough stuff to put into a video, but yeah, here are a few things that I wanted to share with you that are my current favourites. The first game on the list is Fields of Mystria. Just like everyone else on the planet, I have been playing this game obsessively. And I must say, Pink Gamer here on YouTube, Delaney, if she suggests a game to you, play that damn game because the girl's got taste. I don't really know much about the anime and manga influences that influence this game. I didn't grow up with Sailor Moon and things like that. So a lot of that is kind of lost on me. Well, not really lost on me because I get the cultural references and stuff like that, but it didn't 100% jump out at me until Delaney was like, I'm obsessed with this game, I can't wait for this game, I am dying for this game to come out. And she started playing it on her channel and I was like, you know what, it looks pretty good, it looks right up my alley. It's a farming sim. It's cute, there's lots of cute romanceable characters, let's give it a go. It's in early access at the moment and the devs have said that they're about a year from getting it into full open game. But I'm about 40 hours into the game and that's what they say the content is, like there's about 40 hours of content, and I've run out the main storyline, I've maxed my town rank, but I still have heaps to do. First of all, the mines. I do not go into the mines. I'm on mine level 25 because I just absolutely hate the mines, and that's probably the only part of this game that I am not enamored with is the, oh my god, I'm wonky. Okay, now we're not wonky. Back to what I was saying. The mines. I have a little bit of trouble with my hands and accessibility is really important with me, so I'm hoping that they're going to give you an option to turn off the battle. The battle is not hard per se, it's just a little bit fiddly for me with some of the attacks that you have to use, and I'm just terrible at battle in general. So I'm hoping that they give you the ability, like with Coral Island, to turn off the battle. But other than that, this game is just so much fun. The writing, I cannot speak more highly than the writers are just fantastic. Like, it's really funny, it's really relatable. The references back to other things that you've donated to the museum, to other characters, like, the writing is fantastic. Like, it's well and beyond any farming sim I think I've ever come across in my life. It's a true farming sim. It has animals, it has crops, it has romance, which right now in early access you can only go up to 4 hearts, sorry, with your characters. I'm going for Hayden, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, I'm going to be Henrietta's stepmom. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, this game is just so much fun, and if you haven't jumped on the bandwagon, if you haven't jumped on the train, do it. They've been really successful, they've been doing really well, and I look forward to see what's coming from the devs and the game going forward. The other game I have been playing is not going to come as any surprise whatsoever, and that's Alan Wake 2. Yes, I'm still obsessed with it after my meltdown in my week in a life video, which I'll put up here so you can see that. I'm still enamored with it. I'm I actually don't know how many hours I'm in. Not many, because I'm really taking my time with it. I'm really savoring everything, all the Easter eggs. I'm trying to collect everything. I'm trying to do everything, all the things. I think I'm only about 22 hours in, maybe, I don't know. But I am at the point of another boss battle, which I am really not looking forward to doing. I attempted it once and it was quite late at night, and I went, nah, I'm gonna wait till we're in a better frame of mind. Gonna watch some walkthroughs for this because it looks a little bit out of my roundhouse, but apparently it's a lot easier than it looks, so I'll take the internet's word for that. But yeah, I'm still loving it. It's wonderfully written, it's wonderfully realized. It's a beautiful game to even look at, even with the horror aspect. It definitely scares the shit out of me, excuse my French. And yeah, it's just a perfect addition to the Remedyverse. And yes, I have beaten the musical, and we'll get more into the musical in a second. But yes, Alan Wake 2 is still very much on my list of well, it might be my game of the year. I don't know yet. It could be Fields of Mystery. It could be Alan Wake 2 at this stage. It's anyone's guess. Last but not least for games, it's a favourite in a way, but it's not a favourite that I've been playing. But Ace Attorney Investigations has finally been ported to the Switch in English. This is the Japanese edition, but it does have English on it, so don't stress out. Yeah, this for years only existed as an emulated fan sub, and finally Capcom decided to get off their butts and port it over to the Switch with English subtitles, so that's very exciting. I got the eCapcom version of it, so I got a copy of the soundtrack. It's on a CD. You can tell where I live because it's on a goddamn CD. And I also got these are gaining popularity all over the world, but this is, I haven't put it together because I can't be asked. But it's an acrylic stand. So you have all the characters are in here, which I'll show you. You can see Edgeworth there and everything. And they all stand on a stand, and then you have the choice of having Edgeworth's office or outside in the garden. So yeah, that's what came with the eCapcom version, but yeah, I really recommend Ace Attorney Investigations if you want a little bit more Edgeworth in your life, and who doesn't? But most of all, we want more Ace Attorney, so get on it, folks. Segueing from games into everyday stuff, I've got a vinyl. It's, oh yes, The Old Gods of Asgard's Greatest Hits, Rebirth. What's this, you ask? Well, no spoilers, but the Old Gods of Asgard are the Remedyverse in-game band. It's kind of hard to explain. You kind of have to be there. They are actually a Finnish metal group called the Poets of the Fall, but they are in Control and Alan Wake 1 and Alan Wake 2. And this very, very cool vinyl, very cool vinyl, has all the songs from Control and Alan Wake 1 and Alan Wake 2, including Herald of Darkness, which is the musical number featuring Alan and Mr. Door. And I should point out that it does get its own side of a record, because well, the song's just that long, but it's very, very cool. It's very well designed, very cool. And I got the special gold vinyl edition, which was a little bit more expensive, but because I collect Remedyverse things, it's kind of neither here nor there. It's not like I'm, you know, parachuter or some expensive hobby or whatever. If I'm collecting merchandise, you know, it's all relative really. But yeah, this is really, really cool. It also has, which excites me the most, Take Control, which is featured in probably my favorite scene in a video game of all time, the ashtray maze in Control. And it sounds really awesome on vinyl, so yeah, I'm really hype about this. Moving on from games completely, my other major hobby, I guess, other than like reading, is planning and journaling and things like that. And so I don't want you to laugh, but one of my favorite things of the past month or so has been my label maker. Yes, my label maker. You can all laugh at me now. And this is the Tepra Pro Mark. Its name is Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I don't know why I love it so much. It comes with an app which makes it really easy to use. You can use different size tapes. You can use specially designed washi tape to print on as well, which I think is really cool. They have a relationship with MT, which is probably the most famous washi tape company in the world. And it's really cost efficient. It was not cheap and it wasn't expensive, if that makes sense. It was kind of a should I do this, should I not kind of price, but I ended up doing it. Well, we did it because spouse uses this as well. But yeah, it's really easy to use. The app is really cute. Of course the app is cute, but it gives you options to print things for presents. So, you know, if you want to put a label on a present, cards for your planner, so like date stickers, which is what I use it mostly for. It even does, and wait for it, labels for things. So it doesn't just, yeah, it makes labels. You can label things with this bad boy. I just love it. I'm really happy that we forked out the middling cash for it. It's much better than the other one that I had, which was a brother Disney collaboration, so everything had Mickey and Minnie on it. I have no problem with that, but you know, it gets a bit old, and yeah, this is my label maker and it makes me very, very happy. In the planner stationery oeuvre, another thing that I've been really enjoying is this brand new magazine. Well, it's not really brand new. I think it came out at the start of the year. There's only been 2 issues of it so far. It's called Letters, and it's a magazine all about paper, stamps, designing your journal, ink, all the stuff that I'm in love with. And it's actually really informative. It's beautifully made and edited, and there's lots of bits and bobs, and just, well, it's an enabler magazine, frankly, because it's made me buy a bunch of stuff that I didn't need. It is not cheap, by the way. It is 1,700 yen, not including tax, so about 1,800 yen or so. But it's what's considered here, they have a thing here called a MOOC, which is a magazine book, and yeah, so it's a little bit more high quality. It's supposed to last longer. They do encourage you to cut it up, so that kind of makes me go, well, why are you charging so much for it? But you know, so be it. Really enjoying this, really, really helping with my planner and taking money away from my wallet. Wonderful. Last but definitely not least, especially considering I was in pain, so I needed this, but it's a bit squished and it's a bit looking a bit sad, but it's my convenient hole cushion. That's actually what it was called on the packaging, convenient hole cushion. No, I don't have hemorrhoids. I actually bruised my tailbone. I don't know how. I think it's just because I've been working so much recently and sitting in my chair. It happens. Google told me that it happens especially to women a lot. But I had a bruised tailbone and it was agony. And I thought, okay, well, what's the best thing to do? We'll get a cushion with a hole in it. And so I got a cushion with a hole in it. The brand is Mogu. I've got it the wrong way around. The brand is Mogu. Mogu make this, what is this? It's not really beanbag material. I guess it is beanbag material. They make beanbags, but they make all sorts of things like long pillows for sleeping with and all that sort of stuff. And it's really firm but soft, and it really helped my butt. So my tailbone feels much better, and we can thank convenient whole pillow for that. So this was definitely one of my favorites of recent memory. And yes, the cat's crying. I'm sorry. Well, that's it. They're my favorites of recent memory. I didn't include food or anything like that because who cares, really? I am not a foodie. I tend to eat the same things over and over and over again. So yeah, I guess my favorite food of the moment would be gratin, which is a cheese and pasta dish. I eat that a lot, and I drink a lot of coffee and drink a lot of water. Really not interesting when it comes to food. Let me know what your favorites are down in the comments, and until next time, I will accumulate some more favorites and come back and share them with you. I hope you enjoyed this, and please like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!